DTI. Today, I've kind of figured something out.
Debt to income.
Debt to income. I figured something out that I think is extremely valuable, and this is something for every single person in this space. Whether you're a consumer or you're a realtor, you want to watch this video because I think this is going to have a huge impact, and we're trying it with a couple different borrowers. Now, obviously, there's certain stipulations for each person's individual situation, but just watch this. Let's say somebody has 5 credit cards.
You have 5 cards.
Let's say you have 5 cards. You have 5 different credit cards that you use on a regular basis or that have balances. Neil, what's the situation with that?
The problem when you have 5 cards, they always, or whatever cards, they want a minimum. And the minimum is always $25. They won't take less.
It could be more or less depending on the balance, but let's just assume that this person has a $200 credit card and there's 5 of them. Total debt is $1,000. Minimum monthly payment, $25 for this card, $25 for that card, total of $125 over the 5 credit cards. Now, let's say instead of using 5 credit cards and assuming that you have credit cards with high enough limits, but let's say you have 1 credit card that you put all your spend on that is a credit card and not an American Express charge card. That credit card has a $1,000 total balance. Hopefully the limit's going to be $4,000 or higher. But let's just say it's $1,000 balance. Your minimum monthly payment may only be $50. So from a DTI standpoint, Neil, what does that do when you reduce?
You just save 75 hours. That's 75 hours more, most likely, that you can spend on a house. That may make the living room bigger.
So the reason that we're doing this is because we have a guy, his name's Ryan, coincidentally, not me, and he was approved for $220,000. And we talked about it, and he said, well, would it help if I paid off some of these credit cards? And I said, well, yes. From a standpoint, it's a couple things. Number one, if you don't have payments, and let's just say you got rid of this one, this one, this one, this one, all of a sudden this gets reduced to $75.
Or 25.
Maybe it's only 25. Maybe this is all that he has left, depending. Assuming also that he has enough cash, and then he doesn't spend all of his cash and has nothing for his down payment and closing costs. But let's say he pays all this off. Now, in this situation for Ryan that we're working on now, it looks like he's going to qualify for $265 or maybe even higher. And he was only approved for $220. So now if we can increase his buying power by $45,000,
his wife will like him more.
His wife might love him this week. So it's really important for you guys to look at that. If you're trying to buy a house and you have a whole bunch of cards showing monthly payments, go and look at what each monthly minimum payment is. And I bet you'll see that if you were to whack some of those away and only carry balances on 1 or 2 cards, you probably could afford a much higher sale price or a much bigger house because of that. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that was really helpful. Thank you.
I loved it. I was excited about that. Any questions on that, guys, let us know. If you liked it, share it. Please, we appreciate the love. That's how we grow. We find more people just like you that we can help, and that's what we need.
Stay safe.
Bye, guys.